Minasan konnichiwa und willkommen. And today we're going to be talking about some amazing facts about Missouri, another amazing American state in the Midwest. Without further ado, let's get this video started. Missouri is officially nicknamed the Show Me State. Missouri became the 24th state to join the Union on August 10th, 1821, which was 200 years after the Mayflower landed in Virginia. But I'll talk about Virginia in a different video. The states that border Missouri are Iowa, Illinois, Tennessee, Kentucky, Oklahoma, Nebraska, Kansas, and Arkansas. At the St. Louis World's Fair in 1904, Richard Bleecher served tea with ice and invented iced tea. Other wonderful inventions were showcased at the World's Fair, including hot dogs, hamburgers, ice cream, and the ice cream cone. I tell you, there were so many wonderful gadgets and gizmos at that World's Fair in 1904. The Missouri Waltz became the state song under an act adopted by the General Assembly on June 30th, 1949, around the time East and West Germany became a thing. In 1889, Aunt Jemina pancake flour, invented at St. Joseph, Missouri, was the first self-rising flour for pancakes, and the first ready-mix food ever to be introduced commercially. And Aunt Jemina is one of my favorite pancake brands, aside from Mrs. Butterworth's. Missouri was named after the tribe called Missouri Indians, meaning town of the big canoes. Missouri's oldest community, St. Genevieve, was founded as early as 1735. Some of the biggest names came from Missouri, including Calamity Jane, President Harry S. Truman, Ed Asner, Josephine Baker, Johnny Young Bosch, also known as Ichigo Kurosaki from Shonen Jump's Bleach, Roseanne actress Sarah Chalk, Chris Cooper, Robert Cummings, Cliff Edwards, Henderson Forsyth from Procter & Gamble's As the World Turns, Friz Freleng, John Goodman, Betty Grable, Robert Guillaume, Eddie Griffin, Jean Harlow, Kevin Kline, Dennis Hopper, Virginia Mayo, Steve McQueen, Mark Twain, whose real name was Samuel Clemens, Tennessee Williams, Jesse James, Geraldine Page, Brad Pitt, Vincent Price, Ginger Rogers, Dick Van Dyke from Mary Poppins and Chitty Chitty Bang Bang and Diagnosis Murder, rapper Nelly, rapper Eminem, Chuck Berry, Bob Barker from The Price is Right, Edie McClurg, Doris Roberts, Shelley Winters, Cedric the Entertainer, Scott Joplin, Akon, Fontella Bass, Rudolph Ising of Herman and Ising fame, Ernest Hemingway, legendary animator Ub Iwerks, Yogi Berra, not to be confused with Yogi Bear, Phyllis Diller, rapper Domino, wrestler Kane, Jennifer Lewis, Marvin Miller, Agnes Moorehead, also known as Elizabeth Montgomery's mother on Bewitched, wrestler Randy Orton, Tina Turner, Walter Cronkite, etc. During the Civil War, Missourians Missourians were split in their allegiances, supplying both Union and Confederate forces with troops. On May 20th, 1770, the Spanish government officially assumed control of the territory of Louisiana. On Valentine's Day, 1789, Colonel George Morgan established the city of New Madrid. On October 30th, 1800, Spain returned the territory of Louisiana to France. On April 30th, 1803, the Louisiana Purchase was signed. On June 4th, 1812, a portion of the territory of Louisiana became the territory of Missouri, which I believe would be the inspiration for Peter Ilyich Tchaikovsky's 1812 Overture. On March 6, 1820, Missouri's Enabling Act was passed and approved by President James Monroe. On January 11, 1822, a bill to create the Missouri State Seal was adopted. On January 22, 1829, the Missouri State Library was established by law. On November 15, 1837, Missouri's first Capitol in Jefferson was destroyed by a fire. On September 22, 1954, the Missouri State Penitentiary riot occurred. On June 8, 1957, the Missouri Commission on Human Rights was created. Some of the most popular Missouri sites to visit include Gateway Arch, Silver Dollar City, Lake of the Ozarks, City Museum, St. Louis Zoo, Titanic Museum, Worlds of Fun, Six Flags St. Louis, Grant's Farm, Kansas City Zoo, Table Rock State Park, Fantastic Caverns, Mark Twain Boyhood Home and Museum, Ripley's Believe It or Not, St. Louis Science Center, Arabia Steamboat Museum, Mark Twain National Forest, the Fox Theater, the Samochi Tabuchi Theater, Grant Village Shops, the German Table, Kyoto Japanese Restaurant, etc. And a little bit on Mark Twain for a sec. I only recognize 3 of his classic tales: The Prince and the Pauper, Tom Sawyer, and Huckleberry Finn. Well, 2 of them are more well known. In Spanish, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn would be translated as Las Aventuras de Tom Sawyer y Huckleberry Finn. But if you live in France, it would be Les Aventures de Tom Sawyer et Huckleberry Finn. Okay, that should be enough for the video for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, comment. And as always, amigos, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen, sayonara, adios, and arrivederci.